I don't know. I don't know. Of course, habit means a great deal. After Father's death, for instance, it was a long time before we could get used to having no orderlies in the house. But apart from habit, I think it's a feeling of justice makes me say so. Perhaps it's not so in other places, but in our town, the most decent, honorable, and well-bred people are all in the army.
I'm thirsty. I'd like some tea.
They'll soon be bringing some. I was married when I was 18, and I was afraid of my husband because he was a teacher. I'd only just left school. In those days, I thought him an awfully scholarly, clever, and important person, and now it's not the same, unfortunately.
Yes, I see.
I'm not speaking of my husband. I'm used to him. But among civilians, generally, there's so many rude, ill-mannered, badly brought up people. Rudeness upsets and distresses me. I'm unhappy when I see that a man is not refined, not gentle, not polite enough. When I have to be among the teachers, my husband's colleagues, it makes me quite miserable.
Yes. But to my mind, it makes no difference whether they are civilians or military men. They are equally uninteresting. In this town, anyway. It's all the same. If one listens to a man of the educated class, here, civilian or military, he's worried to death by his wife, worried to death by his house, worried to death by his estate, worried to death by his horses. A Russian is peculiarly given to exalted ideas, but why is it he always falls so short in life? Why?
Why?
Why is he worried to death by his children and by his wife? And why are his wife and children worried to death by him?
You're rather depressed this evening.
Perhaps. I've had no dinner today and nothing to eat since morning. My daughter is not quite well, and when my little girls are ill, I am consumed by anxiety. My conscience reproaches me for having given them such a mother. If you had seen her today, what a fool she is. We began quarreling at 7 o'clock in the morning, and at 9, I slammed the door and went away. I never talk about it. Strange, it's only to you I complain. Don't be angry with me. Except for you, I have no one. No one.
What a noise in the stove. Before Father died, there was howling in the chimney. There, just like that.
Are you superstitious?
Yes.
That's strange. You are a splendid, wonderful woman. Splendid, wonderful. It's dark, but I see the light in your eyes.
It's later here.
I love you. Love you. I love your eyes. Your movements. I see them in my dreams. Splendid, wonderful woman.
You talk to me like that. For some reason, I laugh, though I am frightened. Please don't do it again. You may say it, though. I don't mind. I don't mind. Oh, someone is coming. Talk of something else.
Young and old are bound by love, and precious are its pangs.
Tram, tam, tam.
Down, down.
Tra-ra-ra.
Ra-ta-ta.
Enter.
You asleep, Fyodor.
Eh?
You'd better go home.
My darling Masha, my precious girl.
She's tired out. Let her rest, Fyedya.
I'll go at once. My dear, charming wife, I love you, my only one.
Amo, amas, amat, amamos, amatis, amat.
Yes, really, she's wonderful. You have been my wife for 7 years, and it seems to me as though we were only married yesterday. Honor bright. Yes, you are a wonderful woman. I'm content. I'm content. I'm content.
I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. And there's something I can't get out of my head. It's simply revolting. It sticks in my head like a nail. I must speak of it. I mean, about Andre. He has mortgaged this house to the bank, and his wife has grabbed all the money, and no, the house doesn't belong to him anymore, but to us four. He ought to know that if he's a decent man.
Why do you want to bother about it, Masha? What's got into you? Andrusha is in debt all around, so there it is.
It's revolting anyway.
We're not poor. I work, I go to the high school, and then I give private lessons. I do my duty. There's no nonsense about me. Amina mea mecum porto, as the saying is.
I want nothing, but it's the injustice that revolts me. Go, Fyodor.
Masha, you're silly. The very silliest of the family. That's you. Please forgive me.
I want to confess my sins to your sisters. My soul is yearning. I'm going to confess to you, never again to anyone. I'll tell you this minute. It's my secret, but you must know everything. I can't be silent. I'm in love. I'm in love. I love that man. You have just seen him. Well, I may as well just say it straight out. I love Vershinin.
Stop it. I'm not listening anyway.
What am I to do? At first I thought him strange and was sorry for him. Then I came to love him with his voice, his words, his misfortunes, his 2 little girls.
I'm not listening anyway. Whatever silly things you say, I won't hear them.
Oh yeah, you are silly. I love him. So that's my fate. I mean, if that's my lot, and he loves me. So terrifying. Yes. Is it wrong? My darling. How are we going to live our lives? What will become of us? When you read a novel, it all seems trite and obvious, but when you're in love yourself, you see that no one knows anything, and we have to settle things for ourselves. My darlings, my sisters, I confess to you. Now hold my tongue. I'll be like Gogol's madman. Silence. Here he sits, snug and settled.
Well, why not?
Nothing. Did you love my mother?
Very much.
And did she love you?
That I don't remember.
Is my man here? It's just like our Marfa used to say about her policeman, is my man here?
Not yet.
When you get happiness by snatches, by little bits, and then lose it, as I'm losing it by degree, one grows coarse and spiteful. I'm boiling here inside. Here's our Andre. All our hopes are shattered. It's like thousands of people raised a huge bell, a lot of money, and labor was spent on it, and it suddenly fell and smashed all at once for no reason, whatever. And that's just how it is with Andre.
When will they be quiet in the house? There's such a noise.
Soon. My watch is an old-fashioned one with a repeater. First, The 2nd and the 5th batteries are going at 1 o'clock. And I'm going tomorrow.
For good.
I don't know. Perhaps I'll come back in a year, though goodness knows. It doesn't matter one way or another.
There is the sound of a harp and violin being played far away in the street.
The town will be empty. It's as though you put an extinguisher over it. Something happened yesterday near the theater. Everyone is talking about it, and I know nothing about it.
It was nothing. Foolishness. Soleone began annoying the Baron, and he lost his temper and insulted him. And it came in the end to Soleone's having to challenge him. It's time, I think. It was to be at 12:30 in the Crown Forest that we can see from here beyond the river. Soleone imagines he is a Lermontov and even writes verses. Joking apart, this is his 3rd duel.
Who's?
Soleone's.
And the Barons?
What about the Baron?
My thoughts are in a muddle. Anyway, I tell you, ought not to let them do it. He may wound the Baron or even kill him.
The Baron is a very good fellow, but one Baron more or less in the world, what does it matter? Let them. It doesn't matter.
Hello, hello.
You can wait. That's Kvortsov, the 2nd, shouting. He's in a boat.
In my opinion, to take part in a duel or to be present at it even in the capacity of a doctor is simply immoral.
That only seems so. We're not real. Nothing in the world is real. We don't exist, but only seem to exist. Nothing matters.
How they keep on talking all day long. To live in such a climate, it may snow any minute, and then all this talk on top of it. I'm not going indoors. I can't go in there. When Vershinin comes, tell me. The birds are already flying south. Swans or geese. Darlings. Happy birds.
I have come to say goodbye.
Well, gotta move a little bit away to leave them free to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't.
Write me. Don't forget me. Let me go. Time is up. Olga Sergeyevna, take her. I must go. I'm late.
Come, Masha. Stop it, darling.
Never mind, let her cry. Let her. My good Masha, my dear Masha, you are my wife, and I'm happy anyway. I don't complain. I don't say a word of blame. Here, Olya is my witness. We'll begin the old life again, and I won't say one word, not a hint.
Sea strand, an oak tree green. Upon that oak, a chain of gold. Upon that oak, a chain of gold. I'm going mad. By the sea strand, an oak tree green.
There, Masha, calm yourself. Give her some water.
I'm not crying now.
She's not crying now. She's being good.
The faint sound of a faraway shot.
By the sea strand, an oak tree green. Upon that oak, a chain of gold. The cat is green. The oak is green. I'm mixing it up. Life's a failure. I want nothing now. I'll come down in a minute. It doesn't matter. What does strand mean? Why do these words haunt me? My thoughts are in a tangle.
Enter Irina.
Calm yourself, Masha. Come, that's a good girl. Let's go indoors.
I'm not going in. I don't go into that house now, and I won't.
Let's sit together, even if we don't say anything. I'm going away tomorrow, you know?
I took a false beard and mustache from a boy in the 3rd form yesterday. Just look. Huh? I look like that German teacher, don't I? Funny creature, those boys.
You really do look like the German teacher.
Oh, there, Masha.
Awfully like.
Enter Natasha.
What? Mr. Protopopov will sit with Sofochka and let Andrei Sergeyevich push Bobik's carriage. What a lot there is to do with children. Irina, you're going away tomorrow. What a pity. Why not stay just another week? Oh! Well, what in the... You gave me such a fright. I'm used to you. And do you suppose that it will be easy for me to part with you? I'll put Andre with his violin into your room. Let him saw away there. And we'll put Sofochka in his room. Adorable, delightful baby. Isn't she a good little girl? Today she looked at me with such eyes and said, Mama.
Fine child, that's true.
So tomorrow I'll be all alone here. First of all, I'll have this avenue of fir trees cut down, and then that maple. It looks so ugly in the evening. My dear, that sash does not suit you at all. It's in bad taste. You need to wear something brighter. And then I'll have flowers planted everywhere, and there'll be such a scent. Why is there a fork lying about on that seat? Why is there a fork lying about on this seat? I ask you. Hold your tongue.
She's at it.
Behind the scenes, the band plays a march. They all listen.
They're going.
Enter Shabutkin.
Friends are going. Well, happy journey to them. You must go home. Where are my hat and cape?
I took them into the house. I'll get them directly.
Yes, now we can all go home. It's time.
Olga Sergeyevna.
What is it? What?
Nothing. I don't know how to tell you.
It can't be.
Yes. Such a business. I'm so worried and worn out. I don't want to say another word, but it doesn't matter.
What's happened?
This is a terrible day. I don't know how to tell you, my precious.
What is it? Tell me quickly, what is it? For God's sake!
The Baron has just been killed in a duel.
I knew.
I'm worn out. Let them cry. It doesn't matter.
The three sisters stand with their arms around one another.
It's that band. They're going away from us. One has gone altogether, gone forever. We're left alone to begin our life over again. We've got to live. We've got to live.
A time will come when everyone will know what all this is for. Why there is this misery. There will be no mysteries, and meanwhile, we have got to live. We have got to work. Only to work. Tomorrow I'll go alone. I'll teach in the school, and I'll give all my life to those who may need me. Now it's autumn. Soon winter will come and cover us with snow, and I will work. I will work.
The music is so happy, so confident, and you long for life. Oh, my God. Time will pass, and we shall go away forever, and we shall be forgotten. Our faces will be forgotten, our voices, and how many there were of us, but our sufferings will pass into joy for those who will live after us. Happiness and peace will be established upon earth, and they will remember kindly and bless those who have lived before. Oh, dear sisters, our life is not ended yet. We shall live. The music's so happy, so joyful, and it seems as though in a little while we shall know what we are living for, why we are suffering. If we only knew. If we only knew.
The music grows more and more subdued. Kulkin's cheerful and smiling brings the hat and cape, and Andre pushes the baby carriage in which Bobek is sitting.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
If we only knew. If we only knew.
Curtain.